I'm back. It's another JLJ this evening. You guys seem to like my kind of amateur style of filming. I kind of like it too right now. Everything else I do is in front of a screen or on a camera, official camera, and zooms. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fun. I've been seeing the uptick in views of me just doing this like this. So I will continue for a while until I hear otherwise, right? I want to talk about, because this happened a couple days ago, under one of my videos for General Hospital and one of my shorts. And it's a whole thing of, you put out product. Do you read if you're a content creator, do you read the comments or don't read the comments? And then, do you respond to comments? And which ones do you respond to? Do you respond to just all the positive ones? Or do you respond to just the negative ones? Or do you respond to both? But when you respond to the negative ones, there's a question of how to respond to that. Because if you're real with the person and respond kind of negatively towards them, then it seems that then people start turning on you. When they're like, but you were commenting negative to me, and now I'm kind of clapping back and you don't like it. So it's that whole weird thing. So I want to kind of, let's break it down together. I'm sitting here having a sparkling water with peach juice. It's really good. I just had some pizza. It's my favorite place, D-Town Pizzeria. There's 2 locations in LA, Topanga Canyon Mall and on Santa Monica Boulevard in Boys Town in West Hollywood. I know the owner, great guy, the best pizza. Oh my God. He doesn't even endorse this. I'm just letting you know, it's just so good. I want to tell you guys, D-Town Pizzeria. Okay. So I get accused of not commenting enough. And it's such a weird, I've been in this business for so long. There's nothing any of you guys can say to me at this point that I probably have not heard or have been called. I've made songs about it. I've done shows about it. I've been called every name in the book. I've been accused of all kinds of stuff. I've been yelled at, screamed. And I've also had wonderful things and heartwarming and people sharing stories. And either way, I only erase or censor comments that are racist or threatening, or sexist, things like that. I'll erase those comments. And I really get those anymore, but I will erase those comments. But if it's a negative comment on one of my reaction shows, I usually don't censor it. I don't take it off. Some creators do. They take off, they curate their comments. I don't. I'm like, I understand, because I'm not dumb. If I do a reaction video to a show or to a movie or to a song or to anything, that's my right. I'm giving you my reaction, my opinion. It's not God, it's not law. It's my opinion. And you're right to come to my channel, watch my stuff, watch said show, and go, I don't agree with anything you just said. I don't agree with Frank. I don't agree with Tammy. I don't agree with John. You're right, and you have a right, because I allow comments. Some people don't allow comments. I allow comments on my page. You can write whatever you want. Because I don't agree with anything you're saying. I have felt, and continue to feel, and will continue to do this. If I choose, I have a right to choose to comment however I feel. You will not, my page is not a democracy, it's a dictatorship. You will not, the viewer, are not going to tell me how to respond or what to do. It's not. I'm going to respond how I see fit if I choose to respond. There are folks who've tried to cajole me into responding to certain things. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Not in a mood. Sometimes you can just tell, it's just not, I have to be in a certain mood for that. And I think sometimes some comments, I don't want to give it attention. If that makes any sense. And I don't read all the comments. I don't. Some shows, I'm just like, no, I'm not going to read all the comments. I may see one, it's already too much. I see a couple, I'm like, too much. I don't want to, because it's you against us. There's a million of you against 1 or 2 of us. So, yeah, you write a comment, or someone, not you, but somebody writes a comment, it's just to us. we may get 10, 20 comments, 30 comments of that size thrown at us. That's a lot. That's anybody. That's any content creator. That's anybody. Um, so I'm like, there's times I'm like, I don't think I want to even stir anything up. I leave the comments, let them be, feel however you want to. But occasionally, because I chose to comment, I just chose to comment on somebody's comment. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to comment on it. And that person has not responded as of this, has not responded to it. But I just basically was like, you think the show is horrible? You think our show was was horrible? Then I literally just asked the question. I was like, well, and I was being sarcastic, but I'm kind of like also at the same time saying, if the show's so horrible, and they always people bring up ratings. I wish people never need to bring that stuff up because that doesn't mean anything. They want the show's tanking, it's going down the tubes, and everybody's running away from the show. The show is successful. It's not going anywhere. It's not going down the tubes. It's doing very well on Hulu. Every day's episodes in the top 10, top 15 shows. There's more that goes on besides just ratings. There's advertising dollars and time slot. I've done shows on that. I'm not going to reiterate all that again, but it's not going anywhere. It's like you don't like it, and maybe some folks don't like it, or a group don't like it. This show's not going anywhere, and anytime soon. And I know certain things. I work in the business, and I know people behind the scenes. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. But it is your right to not like the show or where it's going. Yeah, of course. That's a no-brainer. But I was like, well, if you don't like the show and it's so horrible, then why are you watching it? Basically, like, you're going to stop watching, right? Instead of coming onto my show to trash it to get attention. Because I feel like it's for attention. If I don't like a show, I stop watching it. Maybe call me crazy. I just do. I stop watching it. I don't watch it, and I don't talk about it. If someone asks me a question about it, like, why are you watching it? I'll tell you then. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like the show anymore. I just blah, blah, blah. Or I got disinterested, or I don't have time, whatever. But I don't go onto someone's page who's talking positive about the show and talk negative about how the show sucks. I just would never do that. Not that I'm better than anybody else or that I have magical powers or anything. I just would never do it. It's a waste of time. There are a lot of folks who enjoy the show. And I'm not saying it should always have positive, every single conversation should be I love debates. I love healthy debates. I love when someone brings up storyline or brings up really specific points, where you can where if you wanted me to respond, I can in a way that actually is a conversation. If you think everything sucks and all these characters have no storylines, this person named 20 characters, half of them aren't on the show anymore, or whatever. They have no storylines. I really can't respond to that. Okay. I love dialogue. There's no dialogue. It's like, well, you don't like the show. Obviously, you think the show's horrible and it's just all the yawn and all this. I'm like, so, but if you say to me, but James, what about this storyline? Or what do you think about this? Or I really think this storyline sucks because, that I can engage with you. I would totally love to engage with you and say, because our show isn't kumbaya. I don't know what show people are watching because we talk shit about the show all the time. We say stuff all the time. We criticize the shows all the time. It is not always, we love everything. No, not at all. That's what we call it Shady Sunday. That's our whole thing. All our soap operas, including also Audition Days, it's always about story. We talk about story all the time. And there's so many stories we don't like. And I bring up topics. I mean, I've been a loud champion of wanting good stories, diverse casts, meaning age, sex, orientation, gender, sexuality. I've always been a proponent. I'm always speaking out of stuff. Always speaking out of stuff. But I just noticed there are people that come on my pages or in my chats who are just super negative all the time. And I'm just like, but I don't know how. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how to respond to that stuff. Because it feels like, number one, I can't change your mind. If you're saying there's no TJ and the show sucks, well, there is no TJ. TJ's off the show. He's not there anymore. So you're right. He's off the show. It does suck that he's off the show. I totally agree with you on that. But I can't. I still like General Hospital. I didn't stop watching the show because of TJ. Like, I don't like the way Christina's acting, or I hate the new Lulu or whatever. Okay. I don't know what I said basically the chick's doing her job because we all hate that the writers are writing it that way. She's acting it that way. So she's doing a great job then. For us, where you dislike characters, I'm always like, well, that's good because we're fighting them then. It's like they're doing their job. We all hate Drew on General Hospital doing his job. But I don't know. Some folks will bring up some stuff and I'm able to actually talk back with them and go, yeah, I know you feel that way. Because me and Frank don't always agree on stuff. Me and Tammy and Amanda don't always agree on stuff. I can go, I see you feel that way. I feel this way. There was somebody I have a show this week. It's on Friday, the Dallas After Show. Someone in the comments said that they thought I was wrong and didn't think that JR loved Sue Ellen. I know, this is that. So I responded. I did a show on it. I responded to that person. See, I can have that I can address. That I can dialogue with you. I hope that person will see the video or hear the show. And maybe they'll respond to me. Maybe they'll say, James, you changed my mind. I see what you're saying, or I still disagree, or I can actually work with that, right? I can't just work with where everything's negative and everything's the opposite of what I'm saying. There's nothing to go from there, right? But what's so funny is that one comment on the one video, someone else was like, trying to jump on the bandwagon. I saw the comment. They erased it themselves. I saw the comment. I'm not going to out them. No, so that's just too much attention. But they attacked me saying I was being rude. So if you're watching this video, I saw your comment. And then I went to respond to you, actually. I went to respond to you directly, but then the comment was gone suddenly. So I don't know where it is. So I was like, oh, okay, you changed your mind. Now, you could have changed your mind for any reason. Maybe you thought, well, maybe you reread that person's thing. It was like, oh, I reread my thing. I think that benefit of the doubt. Maybe you thought, oh, maybe James is not being rude after all. You need the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you thought that. You're like, no, actually, just respond. He's asking a question. Or maybe you did think about it and then changed your mind and want to leave it on. Who knows? Because you did leave a comment on another video kind of acting like you're concerned about me. You seem so angry. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm not angry. So I'm just saying, for me, it's like, they have a right to comment on my page. I have a right to comment back however I feel. And that's between me and them and going back and forth. If anybody wants to jump in on it, you have a right to jump in on it. And I'm happy to talk to all of you. My thing is, none of these soaps are where they used to be. They're not. But I'm not abandoning them. I like the genre. I'm glad they're on. And each soap does have something I like on it. Do they all need work? 1,000%. But I support the actors, which are many of them my friends. People behind the scenes, which are many of them are my friends. I support them and their hard work to put together. They're not trying to ruin your shows. I mean, trust me, they're not. And so I feel I'm right there on their side, and I'm supporting them. I like watching the soap. There are times when some of the episodes you're like, oh my goodness gracious. And we talk about it. We literally talk about it on our shows. There was 1 week where it was just like an info week, and it was so boring as F. And we talked about it on our show, how boring it was. And literally just everybody agreed. But there's always folks who are not going to agree with you. And that, to me, doesn't scare me. Discourse is fine. And I don't name call, and I don't scream at people. I'm just like, if you feel like this show is so horrible and all this stuff, then why are you on my page? Why are you watching my show then? And I know for a lot of people in my world of like these kinds of shows, they want all the views and all the things they can get. They want it. Some like fighting with people. If you're online, some of you guys know, there are folks who enjoy arguing with fans. I don't enjoy arguing with fans. But there are people who really, really enjoy it. And I'm like, I don't know how they do it all the time. I'm like, I don't know how they do it. It's exhausting to me. It's not that serious. Um, but I have to say, with all of that, I have a lot of great fans. And you guys support my work. And we have a good time. I work very hard for you guys. My Lotties, I love you guys. You guys are out there working it out. And I'm trying to give you such diverse content, good content. My Sundays, I give them up so you guys can have a fun space together, which we've been doing for 10 years, um, to come to have some fun for it, to talk to other people. We're laughing and talking, we support each other. People are going through stuff. People have birthdays and deaths and things in their family and all kind of stuff. Okay. We support each other. We all have our inside jokes. There are certain people, they come on, that, Kenneth Clark loves him some Don Diamont and his character Bill on Bowl. We just know that's his thing. He has certain things that are like staples in our fandom, in our community. Candace Mack has her things. She comes on our show, and Amanda goes, "Can I say something? Can I say one thing?" That's all she always says. Like, we have our things. Frank's emails, whatever. We have our. That's what I love about this community. I love doing this. I love when I do an interview and you guys are like, "Thank you, James, for doing that interview," and I learned something new about somebody. So I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative Nancy and all this whole thing and just screaming, hollering at people and calling people out. But I'm not afraid to call people out or say things or answer back or clap back, however words you want to use. And I'm just saying I will continue to do so when I feel like it. And if I choose not to answer or not read comments, I will choose that sometimes too, because I have a right to do that also. But I'm not dumb. I know that when you put something out there, it's there for everybody to do whatever they want with it. They do, like this video, everything. So I totally get it. I'm fine with it. So that's kind of discussion for tonight. I'll give you guys a chance to chew on that for a while. If you want to yell at me or comment, you can underneath this video, or when you're listening to this on one of the audio streaming service platforms. This is also audio. You can listen to this show on audio. Feel free to yell at me there too if you want. And I may or may not respond. Have a good evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.